Hey everybody, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Always Sunny Season 2, Episode 2. Let's dive in.
It's gonna dig into his leg.
Don't yell at me, I just need to jam the shears farther down in there.
Well, then jam him in there! Jam him in!
Continuation of a storyline.
True. Doctor to do this. This is
soak it in hot water, and it gets
They all have new casts.
piece by piece.
What do you know about anything? Oh, well, you're not part of our gang.
Yeah, well, you're not part of the gang either, Dee, so forget that.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. The gang is me, Mac, and Charlie. That's the gang.
Dennis.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the owner.
Yeah, that's
We're
us.
the owners.
My name is Ari Frankel. I just bought the building next door.
Great, man. That's awesome.
I was just able to move my family into Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. Where from?
Israel just got to be too dangerous. I mean, you know, with everything that's happening.
Well, that's a tough situation you
Yeah,
got over
you
there.
got that whole tsunami and
Tsunami?
Good. Stopped over to give you this.
What is this?
Notice to vacate. What?
He owns the building?
According to the zoning grid, the piece of property that I purchased extends exactly 100 feet to the north. Anything south of that dividing
Oh
line.
my gosh.
Where's the dividing line?
Right about here. Gonna need you out of here in a week.
You can't.
Hey, Dad, stay out of this. We can handle it, all right?
I don't know how you guys do things.
Israel.
I don't know how you do things in Israel.
Come in here and steal our land from us.
I'm pretty sure that's how this country was founded in the first place.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Talking shit about America, man, we're gonna kick your ass.
I'm sure you will.
This is our bar.
The bar is on my land.
Oh no.
Bye, gentlemen.
What are we gonna do?
Oh my gosh, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Still shook.
I know.
Do not put peanut butter on that.
Weird grilled peanut butter sandwich?
Okay, either inside or
Peanut
outside.
butter outside.
It's my wife.
Huh?
We talked about this, right?
Who do you think plays it?
Wednesday would come. Okay, we gotta face it. We gotta, okay.
Someone
Now,
really told.
say, I can do this.
Has to be, right?
All right, go answer the doors. I can't even
Maybe he's gotta
How
be
did
really
she
short, because
know
like
he's
Charlie's
here?
short.
Well,
That means
okay, I'll
I
get you
can
back.
hear it in
and
her
you-
voice. Hey, Barbara.
Don't you hey Barbara me.
It's not overly tall.
Jesus Christ, you were talking about giving away all of our money.
My money. I made it, you spent it.
There you go, buddy.
How can you say that to me? Who do you think was at home cooking and cleaning and raising your children?
A series of Mexican women.
A series. Unbelievable, dude. You're on fire.
I want my shit back. You took my shit
Sure,
from our
sort of
home
like-
and I want it back.
It's a good
I
detail.
didn't take anything.
True.
It's empty. Someone came in and took everything.
Maybe you should
Oh,
have
yeah.
somebody comport it
The
like you
kids.
used to in the old days.
Yeah, true.
Beautiful.
Oh, shoot.
I can't even talk to you anymore.
So hard.
Standing up for ignorance. I don't know what you're turning into, Frank, but it's making me sick.
Yo. Oh, shoot.
The show did get funnier. He's funnier around Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
You ruined this one.
Wait, so this asshole's using a law that's like 300 years old? That's bullshit.
Well, you guys had an opportunity to buy the land at the time of the original purchase. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though you guys have any legal recourse.
You don't have any legal recourse.
Illegal.
All right, I think I follow, fellas. You don't have any.
That's not what I'm advising.
I think the lawyer's right. We gotta send this guy some kind of message.
I think the lawyer's right.
We should be careful because I don't want to come off as anti-Semitic. This guy's
What?
Jewish
No, what's that
person.
have to do with
and-
anything, dude?
Yeah. Well, we don't have a problem with Jews. It's this guy. Okay, he's Jewish. Don't use the word Jew. You don't even know what's going on in Israel. Okay, that's right. You don't know what's going on in Israel. Maybe you shouldn't be speaking.
Are
on the
you
subject.
guys serious?
Yes. Maybe you should leave it to me. Well, okay. There's a war on terror, Charlie. Have you ever seen CNN? Okay. George Bush right now.
Yeah, well, start from the beginning. Saddam Hussein has the oil.
Yeah.
We have decided to help the people of Israel
to give our oil back to us.
Oh my gosh.
By defeating Saddam Hussein.
My head is like swelling. It's knowledge,
Charlie.
wonderful knowledge.
You're being
That's so real, though.
Yeah, I know.
That is so real.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
That's the funny part.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
What? Oh!
Are those
Wow.
my earrings?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for a month, and I'm standing here in a neck brace. Are you gonna ask how I'm doing, or what happened, or?
I assume you did something stupid. Maybe
Rough.
if you took a bit more pride in your appearance, you could find a man, and then you wouldn't have to steal from your mother. I mean,
Huh?
your skin, Deandra. Christ, there
not
is
even
the sun
there.
in Philadelphia.
We gotta take some action.
Okay, I tell you what.
He's looking very Greece.
Back up
I know.
Let's come back tonight. I got a plan.
Oh yeah, this ought to do it. Yeah. Okay, so what's the next step? There is no next
What
step.
did they put up
This is
there?
it. This isn't gonna do shit. What do you mean this isn't gonna do shit? There needs to be a next step or something. Hey, do you know how hard it is to get toilet paper off of a building, especially if it rains? That's true. This Jew's in for a ton of work. Whoa, what? Whoa, come on, man. You can't say things like that. I don't know what I said. What did I
Feels
say?
sharp, right?
Yeah, it
Feels-
does.
This, you know, the person of the Jewish faith, right? Yeah, from the Jewish faith. Then I
This
said,
guy's
is
got
a
a ton
Jew-
of work to do.
Hey,
Yep.
Yeah.
what are you doing here with my wife?
I'm not doing anything. She invited me over for coffee.
You banging him? You banging this guy?
Not yet, but I'm giving it serious consideration.
Change your plans.
What happened?
Your mother seems happy.
Shit.
I just can't have that, D.
Well, what do you want to do? What are you doing?
Just tell me.
Get the dog, Deandra. I'm your father. Go in and get the dog.
I mean, the dog. Go, nothing weird.
The Tiffany and Co.
Run!
Wow.
Where does it? What the hell is this? He put up
He
a fence.
built-
You didn't notice the toilet paper, Matt? He put up a fence. He walled us in. He walled us in! Where does it end and where does it begin? This guy's good. Right, okay, this guy wants to get extreme.
Now, what are we doing? Holding
Oh,
it for
gosh.
ransom or something?
I haven't thought this all the way through. The hell do you want?
Your wife says she's afraid of you. I'm here for the dog. I've already had to deal with your son and his friends. My contractor just told me there's a gas leak in that goddamn building I just bought. The whole thing is becoming a big pain in my ass.
I have a little business proposition I want to talk to you about. Out in the hallway.
This looks beautiful. And cut. What are you doing, dude? That's what those tapes sound like.
Why don't you read the script that I wrote?
I'm not reading the script you wrote. It's in English. That's riddled with spelling errors.
Well, you know what I'm trying to write. Just say it.
I'm just gonna mumble some guttural sounds. Let's do another one.
He's not gonna know what you're saying.
Well, then we'll do subtitles or something.
How am I gonna action?
Yo, no.
I'm gonna get a weapon. Let's go get a weapon, everybody. Everybody get a weapon. Didn't you make this look more like a cave?
That's how they made it look more like a cave. They put.
Can't send us. Nope. What are you guys talking about? We're gonna get arrested. Yeah, or murdered. This is a little too extreme, Charlie. But I directed the shit out of this video. This stuff is gold. You're not the one on TV dressed like a terrorist threatening Jews, Charlie. Oh.
Jihad tape. You gotta label it like that.
I know.
If you're gonna do it, at least like,
I sat over the back for 20 minutes. I'm throwing it.
Hey, guys.
Hey, D.
it's his poop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this bag of poop through this guy's window.
Sat over the bag for 20 minutes.
Throw the bag in anyway, dude.
Yeah, but no one's gonna
fire?
get poop on their shoes. All right.
Why are we doing this?
I teach this guy a lesson.
Awesome.
Just hope he gets the message.
Gas leak.
That's right.
Then you wouldn't have to say that you
More than words.
me, 'cause I already know.
Have you done this? Harmonize more than words?
This year.
Probably, yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Just
Is he investing in it?
Your part?
More. You see, the property that I just purchased extends from Morgan Street all
He bought it
the
from
way to
him.
right here. I'm part of the gang,
Wow.
or I send your asses to jail.
I would rather go to jail than work with you.
I would rather not. Just for the record, I would rather not spend my life in jail. Congratulations, you're captain of the gang.
Charlie,
Charlie, shut your mouth.
Why don't you just die and leave your money to your kids?
Excuse me.
I will kill and tear until you have to.
Investigating a hate crime.
Detective Tanner, this here is Detective Volpe. Gentlemen, we're gonna have to talk to you for a moment.
About what?
You gentlemen know anything about this?
Well, what do you say about that? I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent with like how they've done things on this show where it's like
Yeah.
they are talking about the issue and they somehow find a funny way to do it. Or it's like they're just kind of talking around it, and if you understand context, then it's hilarious, and if you don't, I don't know if that would have been as funny of an episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Like obviously he like jokes. What makes a good joke, funny joke, is that there's truth behind it.
Sure.
So it's funny how they introduced context and did it the way that they did. I think what was hard for me was to see them stuck in the fence,
Yeah.
considering what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's funny if we watch this before October 7th. I don't know.
Sure.
Obviously, different context today. Like this, for me, it was really funny for like the whole contextual piece, like to a point.
Yeah.
Now, because obviously
Sure. Yeah.
what's
but-
happening right now is
but
horrendous.
Even if you like kind of take it from that realm, like obviously like it's a comedy show, and
Yeah.
you know we're not going to get too heavy in this discussion here, but the fact that this is 2006 might even be like tail end of 2005, and it's still such a relevant conversation.
Well, it was a very
it speaks
pertinent-
volume, right?
It was a very pertinent conversation that
At that
year.
time, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about the longevity of that conversation, whereas like a lot of the things that we've seen in this show so far, like we kind of have to like put ourselves back into 2005
Remember,
mode.
yeah.
Whereas like this one, context traveled, and it was like we didn't have to like context switch at all. It was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and that joke is still funny. Not still funny. It's still relevant in the exact same way that it would have been relevant back then. But yeah, so I thought that part of it was interesting, and that in and of itself is a social commentary of that situation and how they were describing the conflict is very, very real.
It's so interesting how they did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Really
The
good.
arguments, the emotion, the sense of ownership on both sides.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so smart how they did that.
For sure.
Wow.
So really, 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 really funny. This is probably one of the funniest episodes so far. Probably the most offensive episode too, which maybe those things are linked in terms of how they.
You think it's the most offensive?
I think maybe offense is like a person by person basis. Like I think for me, I found like where my levels of like of acceptability are. I think that was probably the most offensive. But again, like I said, that might have been the funniest too.
Yeah.
So I think
it was important. It was very important that they prefaced that Jihad tape with how they were trying to make sense of the whole Israel-Palestine conflict beforehand. Remember when they were in the park, they're like, "This is like, oh, if you know so much about it," and then that's what they said. Like it was, like it was so wrong.
Yeah.
Then to show after, like, just how stupid, you know, like, yeah, what they did, because their understanding is obviously not correct.
Yeah. So like, I saw the title of the episode before we started, and then when they did that cold open with all the Israel stuff, in my mind I was like, how are they gonna get to Jihad? How are they going to get to But so like it totally makes sense that it was like a misunderstanding, but very real, right? Like I think if when people hear like peace in the Middle East, conflict in the Middle East, there wasn't really a lot of like people immediately go to oil, right? and that's a part of the Middle East. But like when they talk about the actual conflict itself, they actually like, well, you know, there are some like areas of truth in terms of like what they were actually presenting. So that you know, kudos there for being able to tackle a really tough issue in a lighthearted way. Not that they're tackling it, just kind of nodding towards it and be like,
this episode was very smart.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I need time to figure out what I'm trying to say, but it was just, it was written very well and like just tricky to make an episode about.
And I wonder if the other episodes were written like that, but because we weren't as like currently read in those situations, it's not as top of mind for us to think about somebody that is like going through any of the other situations that they were going through. But this one, because like it's constant and we're like thinking about it a lot as of late, we understand it a little bit more. But I wonder if the writing has always been that good, right? For like the other issues.
I feel like what we have seen so far has been very smart, because it's not so much about, it's more about a commentary on like people and how they view these issues and
all that. Switching gears though, what do you think of Danny DeVito's character wanting to join this gang and like find acceptance there? Like that part of it, like I get on his side, but
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know. Well, I saw it initially as like him wanting to be back in his kids' lives, because it didn't seem like he was very present. And then maybe once he just got a wind of being around his kids' friends, I was like, obviously he likes Charlie's situation and wants to live that way. So I don't know. Then I guess that just appealed to him, and I don't know.
I really like. Yeah, I just think it's weird for like 2/3 of half of the current group to be related to this guy. Yeah, but I think, I don't know, we talked about it a little bit in the last episode, but the addition of him and how he's related to everybody in that group, it adds so much to the possibilities of the storylines. Just because of like how he interacts with Dee. So because like they have like history. True. And they both mutually have a relationship with this mom. And whereas like if it was just like a bunch of strangers with them, then it's like you have to build that context in one episode, and then so the fact that he has like different types of relationships with each person and different like histories of them, I think that allows them to build out better stories. Whereas like everything in the last season was really funny, but it was very like one note and didn't go very deep. I feel like here it's not necessarily deep, but you can add layers and there's like reason behind
why they are the way they are.
Yeah, and why they're doing the things that they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going like way too deep for what they were intending, but like I think it really does add something.
Yeah, it does add some depth to the characters, and does make you feel like you're looking forward to like, I wonder what we're gonna discover more about the characters. Because you're right, the first season was like, okay, so all these guys are douchebags, and then that was it. Yeah. The whole season was like, okay, they're still douchebags, but we don't know why. They're just
here. There's a bit more context.
Like, okay,
and they're doing the continuity a little bit. Like in the first 2 episodes, they at least had a through line of them having casts, and so that's I enjoy that. Like the episodic nature of shows, like sure, it's fine, but like, you know, especially if something's going to be running for this long and you're going to be investing this much time, you want there to be like some sort of story, some sort of arc. So hopefully, like, it doesn't have to be like this huge narrative, but hopefully more of that happens.
Do you think the Nazi is Danny DeVito's dad or the mom's?
Oh yeah, you're right. Ooh. Pop.
I wonder if they reveal that at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. maybe on the mom's side.
Maybe on the mom's, now that you see how much of a jerk she is.
She's wild. Okay, cool. That was an episode. That was an episode. So hopefully you enjoyed watching that one with us. Yeah, we definitely enjoyed that one. And we will see you again here next week. Peace.